Hi everyone, my name is Cindy and I have recently created a raw edge bench. In case anyone wanted to see the process, I thought I'd record it. I was lucky enough to fall upon some beautiful wood and I happen to need a bench for my office to put my laptop on. So I hope you enjoy the process. Thanks. Okay, what I've got started here is a slab of wood, raw edge. What I want to do is just make a shelf out of this, basically. A long shelf. This is actually probably about 5 inches, 1, 2, 3, about 4 inches thick. It's very thick, very solid. It's a nice piece. I got a bunch of pieces by fluke, lucky me. And I want to keep the raw edge. I really like the look of that. And this is just the one side. I'm not going to flip it over because to show the other side right now because it's heavy and I need help to do that. But I'm determined because I really love the look of this. I need some tables. To go out and buy a table like this is super expensive. And seeing as I have access to this, I'm going to go for it. Today I went out an hour ago and picked up a Ryobi belt sander. I have bought a few other Ryobi products. They're certainly not the most expensive products, but actually they last pretty well. I'm not using all my tools on a daily basis, so for what I need my tools for, they work just fine. So what I'm going to attack at the moment is this edge. I don't know if the lighting is very good, but at this point it's really rough. I did go ahead and pick away at it, chisel away at it a little bit, and got some of the worst of it gone. Down here there's a hole. I'll have to use some other process to clean that out. Probably a file, and then sanding with a cylinder type setup. This over here is a real mess. I dug out a bunch of in here. This is a little loose, so I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not. It might end up coming off. It probably will, because I don't want to have anything falling off after the fact. So this is what I've got to try to get nice and smooth. And it's going to be a matter of picking more out again, as well as sanding. Just pick and sand, pick and sand. This piece is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, approximately 8 feet. Okay, just wanted to show you what I've done. I've been at it for about an hour. I've had extra coarse sandpaper on the sander, the belt sander. Now it's getting over to the part where I haven't done anything. It's really rough in here, so not quite sure what I'm going to do there. I'll figure it out. And this hasn't been done yet, so there's the difference between the done and the not done. Of course, that's just the worst part, getting the real bad stuff off. Then layers of sanding, and I haven't done the other side. Here's the end. It's really rough. This hasn't been done at all, but I think it's not going to be too bad. I did a bit of a sanding on the top. Okay, I'm going to carry on and do more. So it's raining pretty good out today. I'm underneath this overhang, which is keeping me dry, which is good, but it's raining pretty good. So it might sound funny on the video, but what I'm doing today, or what I did so far today, is I cut some off the edges because the edges were really rough. So I did that. And I did it with a skill saw. Just a plain old skill saw that I've had for a good long time. It wasn't thick enough to go through the whole thing. So what I did is it cut to about here, and then I had to flip it over and cut it again. And so then I'll sand that down and get that nice and clean. The next step that I'm doing is I'm continuing to sand, and I've flipped it, well, haven't flipped it over, come to the other side here. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit of mess. I've got to gouge this all out and sweep as I gouge. And basically what I'm doing is I've just got a flathead screwdriver to pick away. I've got a chisel and a hammer. I have a mallet somewhere, but I can't find it right now, so I'm just using my hammer. And as I work, I keep brushing away. So we'll come back again in a little while and see where we're at with this. It's really rough on some parts on the other side. When I flip it over, I'll take more pictures, but it's looking nicer. I'm using this because I didn't have a chisel quite small enough to get in this skinny little space. And I'm okay with believe it or not, with a screwdriver. I don't want anything with too sharp of an edge, because then it'll just catch, and I'm actually trying to slide it so I don't dig into a space that I don't want to. Trying to get to the edge. Doesn't have to be actually perfect, but it's going to be sanded anyways, but you don't want gouges in it. So I'm going to keep doing that for a while. Back again, and I just managed to get a big chunk out, which is really nice. And it came pretty clean away from the edge there. So here I have another spot right here. It is still got a lot of bark on it. Don't know how well you can see that, but I'm going to be doing the same process with this mess. The rest of this is going to be fairly easy. Another little spot of bark there. This is the back side. all sanded. Finally finished after days of sanding. It takes a lot of work, but final product, super happy with it. The Varathane's quite nice. Several coats should keep it good for many years. If not, I can always sand a little bit more and add more Varathane. But it's useful, I need it, and I'm happy with the finish. So thanks for watching.